Hello.
Hello?
What's the matter? Are you lost?
No.
Has somebody hurt you?
No. Not me.
So, you are not lost.
I've told you. Not me.
In that case, who is lost?
My doll.
Your doll? Where was she when you last saw her?
Over there.
And what were you doing?
We had a tea party.
Wait a minute, how silly of me. What is your doll's name?
Bridget.
Bridget! Of course, yes, of course, she's the one. I'm sorry, I had forgotten her name. I'm so absent-minded sometimes. I'm so very busy, you see. Your doll isn't lost. She's gone away on a trip.
Really?
May I sit? I get very tired.
Of course.
What is your name again?
I'm Elsie.
Elsie. Yes, of course. And there is no doubt it was your doll, because the letter was addressed to you.
What letter?
The one she wrote to you, explaining why she had to go away suddenly. But I was in such a hurry, I'd left the letter at home. I'll bring it to you tomorrow, and you can read it, all right?
Well, why has she gone away without me?
How long has she been your doll?
Always. She's always been.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, that's the reason why. Do you have any older brothers or sisters?
Mm-hmm.
Have any of them left home?
Yep.
Well, that is what Bridget has done. She reached the age when dolls need to become more emancipated. What I mean is, for each one of us, there comes a time when we have to leave our parents' house so that we can travel, discover life and the world, and perhaps find a wonderful future.
She never told me.
Perhaps she forgot to tell you. Or perhaps she did tell you, but you didn't understand. That is why she has written you the letter.
Well, why did my doll send the letter to you?
Because I'm the doll's postman.
Don't postmen deliver letters to people's houses?
Ordinary postmen do, but not dolls' postmen. Letters written by dolls are special. They have to be delivered by hand. Don't you think parents would be surprised if the little girl received a letter? What if they decided to read it out first, out of curiosity? You wouldn't like that, would you?
No.
Well, there you are, then.
I'm not very good at reading.
You see, that is often the case. The little girls who receive the letters can't read them, so I read the letters out loud for them. That is why dolls need a special postman. It's a very important job. What time do you normally come to the park?
When the hands are in a line.
Excellent. That is precisely the time that I start work. Tomorrow you'll be the first on my delivery list.
And you'll bring me Bridget's letter?
Of course I'll bring the letter from your doll. You can rely on me.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes, see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, what a fool I am! Children's feelings are not child's play. Alas, I am a writer.
Did you enjoy your walk? You've been gone for longer than usual.
I'll tell you about it later.
Where are you going?
I'm going to write for a while.
What? Now?
I need to do it.
Well, go ahead.
Thank you.
I'll call you when lunch is ready.
All right.
We will eat something, won't you?
Yes, darling. Come on, Bridget. We have work to do. Hello.
Did you bring the letter?
Of course. You see, to Elsie, care of the doll's postman. Here.
Here, you read it for me.
As you wish. Shall I begin?
Yes, please.
Well, it says, Dear Elsie.
Dear Elsie, this week I learned some valuable lessons at the farm in town. I have never been more ready for this adventure before.
Do you have everything you need?
Yes, thank you for helping me. Oh, I'm so excited to actually be out in the real world. Finally! Where is the hot air balloon you said I would be taking?
Don't get your hopes up just yet.
What do you mean?
You are not ready for adventure yet. There are lessons you must learn.
Lessons? Are you gonna train me in cool adventure skills?
Something of that sort.
Yes! Oh, please, teach me.
All right, but I must warn you, this won't be easy.
I'm up to the challenge.
Welcome to my farm.
So, what are we going to be doing today? Combat, map reading, espionage!
Chickens are hungry. Feed them.
Okay. But afterwards you'll teach me something cool?
And once you finish that, you will water every plant on this property.
I'm sorry, but how does this help anything?
All in good time.
I'm sorry, but how is this... okay.
Again, today, please.
All right, this is getting a little...
Again, today, please.
Look, you know what? No, I'm not doing your dumb chores anymore. I thought you were actually going to teach me how to take care of myself when I leave, not just use me to get out of doing work.
But I did teach you.
Oh, come on. I'm not going to be feeding chickens while on adventure.
No, but you did learn valuable skill. You learned responsibility through being put in charge of the lives of these plants and animals. You learned independence through questioning my authority and standing up to me when you realized that what I asked you to do made no sense and was exploitive. But most importantly, you learned where you never want your future to end up.
I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand the last one.
You never want to be stuck in repetition for the rest of your life. Through the daily monotony of feeding the chickens and watering the plants, you've seen where your life can end up if you fail to achieve your goals. Some people, like me, are built for this simple life, but you are not. That's why you chose to go on an adventure, but you must stick with it, take risks, and never give up on your dreams, because pretty soon you'll become trapped in a cycle you can't break. You've had the chance to experience your greatest fear without becoming stuck in it. You know where your rock bottom is, and that is the greatest lesson I could hope to teach you.
That is a lot to take out of doing chores, but I have to say I think you're right. I think the reason I became so angry with doing this work is because on the inside, I'm a little afraid. I'm so terrified of failing or having to give all of this up.
That fear is understandable, but don't let it consume you. Use it to your advantage and allow it to propel you.
I'll try.
All right. Now that you are ready, shall I lead you to the hot air balloon?
You know what? How about I finish my chores first? So please, Elsie, never give up on your dreams. It might be scary, but that fear is motivation. Most sincerely, Bridget.
Much love from your friend, Bridget. What do you think?
Well, it's a nice letter.
Here, take it.
Mr. Postman,
Yes, Elsie?
can I write something to Bridget?
I'm afraid not.
Why not?
If Bridget is a traveling doll, she won't be staying there for very long.
But she'll tell me where she's traveled in her letter tomorrow, right?
Yes, Elsie. Of course there'll be another letter from Bridget tomorrow with news of where she is and what she's doing in her new life.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Yes, see you tomorrow.
Elsie. Today I overcame them. The other people at the beach were looking at me weird. Maybe they were worried about me getting hurt because I am so small. But I proved them how strong I really am. I can't lie. It was scary and quite difficult, but I looked inside myself and found the strength I needed. I knew that my adventure couldn't end here. I pulled myself up out of the water and kicked the shark right in the head, sending it back down into the deep, deep water. It survived, but it also now knows to leave me alone. Then I woke up. I must have been falling in and out of sleep. The sun makes me so tired. I found myself in a lush jungle with vines and ferns and waterfalls. I heard a loud roar in the distance, one bigger than the other, but both huge. I tried to run back into the forest, but they saw me and started to follow me. Then I ran forwards. Dinosaurs tried to corner me, but I jumped up above them, causing them to run into each other. They certainly didn't die, but they'll be knocked out for a while. Then I woke up again. This sun is really getting to me. Today I learned that the battle within myself can be as difficult as the one outside myself. Sending love through all of my adventures. Your friend, Bridget.
Hello? Where am I? Ah. Ugh. Ah. That should do it. Ah, Teddy's here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for saving me, partner. No! How could this happen? I'll miss you, partner.
Hello? Hello? Hello.
I can't just give up. I'm lucky to be alive.
Lucky to be alive.
I guess I'm the only one that can get me out of this pickle. I better get to it. This is it.
Dear Elsie, it's my second day in New York and I'm loving it. I've spent all morning people watching. You would never guess, but the city's busy streets actually remind me of the quiet park in Steglitz where we liked to play. They may seem like opposite locations, but one thing remains the same. The people. Just like the park, there are children playing, couples anchored in time, couples who do not yet realize that they are couples. Old men and women with their hands full of stories and a past etched into their wrinkles. People working or on their way to work. Immaculately dressed children with smiles on their faces and new mothers out walking with their recently born babies. It truly is beautiful how many lives and stories can be packed into one single street. Wishing you adventures back home. Love, Bridget. Extremely underground and experimental film soiree? For serious artists only.
All the best indie filmmakers will be there. I'm actually entering a piece myself. It's called Meet Me at the Altar. It might go over a lot of people's heads. It's kind of meta and unexpected, but it's meant to make the viewer uncomfortable. So, are you more into reactionary, evocative, or impressionistic film?
Oh, I'm not so sure. I guess I'll find out. Who knows? Maybe I'll even submit something.
Welcome, everyone, to the Underground Soiree. My name is Harmony, and I want to thank all of you for pushing the boundaries and confounding our expectations. I bow to you. Please, enjoy tonight's collection of films.
And for our final stop on our holistic and biodiverse tour. I joke. The Greendale 7. Annie, Rita, Shirley, Troy, Abed, Pierce, and Jeffrey. Well, the dean said that you guys are a sort of eclectic study group. I'm really just here for a quick in and out mission. I'm gonna be a pilot and fly my own plane. And I'm determined to do that all by myself. But I also seem to remember an old Canadian proverb that states that many hands make light work. My proposition: if you guys are keen to take my flight class, I'm wondering if the Greendale 7 has room for one more. Oh,
Huh? Oh, I see.
awkward. Pierce, all of you get it together. We will think about it.
Mandatory group huddle. Mandatory group huddle. Mando group hud. Mando group hud. Mando group hud. Mando group hud. Yeah, got Okay, Bridget. We've made a decision. You're in, kid.
Oh, thank you guys. Community college. Wow, I hope the name rings true.
Hey guys and gals, my name is Emily Flybrain, Miss Flybrain to all of y'all, and welcome to the first day of the rest of your time in this 3-week crash course on flight, aka the aerodynamics of aerodynamics. Fly higher, force life to get scarier, and then, and only then, will you see that we're meant to take to the sky. Now, your first assignment is to collect 10 leaves. Because what? Leaves are the planes of the sky. Okay, class dismissed. We meet again tomorrow, Aviation Nation. Now, your homework for today is to say, "This is your captain speaking," until you mean it. Look up at a plane and say, "Gosh, I wish that were me." Okay, great class. Please prepare a jar of wind for tomorrow. Not air, not simple oxygen. Blow up Give 10 me balloons. Wind, scholars Paint of the with sky. The colors of the wind. Make a paper airplane. Wear like a red wool scarf. It is up for interpretation. Make your family about identity. Of the street vernacular to be fly.
I personally learn better through montages.
Me too.
Now, for your final task to be presented tomorrow, you must fly. With all of your other tasks, I encourage group learning. This one is a little different. You will be, for lack of a better flight pun, flying solo tomorrow with your individual displays of soaring through the sky.
So, huh.
Bye, guys. Okay. Bye.
Okay, Bridget. For the sake of transparency, I am incredibly disappointed. You really showed promise and a need to be in the sky, but this final project reflects a certain kind of embarrassment. I am appalled.
We were never going to become pilots, Bridget. We just liked how much this class made you happy.
Miss Flybrain, we don't have any final projects to give you. I'm sorry. But we do have something to give a friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you. Thank you for lifting me up to unmeasurable heights. I'll always remember you and the time we shared. Is she just gonna keep flying up? Not even in a plane? When does up stop? Should we do anything?
It's okay if you don't understand the complexities. When Bridget needs a real plane, she'll get herself a real plane. All we did was give her wings. The metaphor might be lost on some, and that's okay.
The metaphor isn't lost on anyone. I just don't know how her story ends.
Neither does she, but she's flying in the right direction.